All right, so we are writing back what we had before we go off, right? Now, just let us go through and you just tell me as we go through what you think the answer should be. And then now we will clarify if there's any mistakes. All right, so here now, let me start off with -6. And we have negative of +3. Anybody can tell me what the answer gonna be here?
-3.
-3. Okay.
So you only accept one answer for each, correct?
Yeah, man, I one answer I work with. We're not changing the answer. So
Right, sir.
it's +6. And now this is -3. What is the answer here?
+G.
+3. All right, so I'm going to now make a comment on the answers. So this one is correct. This one is wrong. This one is wrong. And this one is also wrong. Now, can anybody figure out why these answers are wrong?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
And it's the
sir.
same thing I was trying to clarify with you, because I know when we have a bracket and there's a sign, right? There's an imaginary 1 there. So we'd say -1 times a -3 would have given us a +3. And then that +3 now would have, this is what? Negative, taken from the -6. So would have gotten a -3 for the answer there where we have the -9. But I think it was just probably putting the bracket there just to show the sign clear or whatever. So it was a bit confusing. That is one for number 2.
All right, so as you would have said, Ms. Wilson, the negative sign in front of the bracket means -1.
Yes, sir.
And so you have to bear that in mind when you're doing these questions, because if you don't, you'll get them wrong.
Yes, sir.
So what's the rule then? If you have a negative sign in front,
Oh, negative today, so positive. So this will be +3 to the answer.
saying you're multiplying what? -1 times positive. A negative times a positive give you what?
Negative, sir.
So this become -6.
Yes, sir. No,
If
no. Which one are you doing, sir? We're at number 2.
-1 times a -6. Negative times negative give you what?
Positive.
Right. Remember what we are doing here now. We are applying the rules that we learned from multiplication. So this become a +6. Is that clear, guys? Is that raise your hand if it's clear to you. We're applying the multiplication rules, right? Now, one way in which you can remember this, you can say that when you have a negative in front in the brackets, what you notice about the sign of the numbers in the brackets here. When you remove the brackets, after you multiply it out by the -1, what happened to the sign of the answer?
Change.
Change to the opposite. So if you have a negative sign in front, any brackets, when the bracket remove, that is in the bracket changes to the opposite. You see that?
Yes, sir.
So this now become -6 and this now become +6. A negative sign in front of this bracket. This sign in the bracket changes to the opposite. Negative in front, negative change to positive. Now, all of that said, let us go back now to these scenarios. And I'm going to erase these. And then now we're going to try to work them again.
What the man?
So now,
So 1 time.
this first bracket here, this bracket here,
There's a negative times positive. Oh, sorry,
this
negative.
bracket with the +6 here,
This time -9.
is there any negative sign in front this first bracket?
No, sir.
No. So if there's no negative sign in front of the bracket, it means that you have a +1 in front of the bracket. And it means that if you multiply what is inside the bracket by a +1, remember 1 is called the what? Multiplicative identity, because when you multiply any number by 1, you do what?
Number remains the same, sir.
The number remains the same. So when you have brackets without any sign in front of it, you have to take it that there's an invisible one is out there. And so when you multiply what is inside by the -1, then now the bracket would remove and this remain the same. So this become what? +6. And then now this second bracket, there's a negative sign in front the bracket. So what happened to the sign of the number inside the bracket when the bracket is removed? It becomes,
Change to the opposite.
so this becomes negative what? -3. And then now, to get your answer, you apply now the same rule of adding positive and negative. So if you have $6 and you owe $3, how much you're going to have left? So if you pay back the $3 that you owe, you're going to have what? +3. And if you follow the rule that what you do, you find the difference, take away the smaller one from the larger one. So you take away 3 from 6, you get what? 3. And you keep the sign of the larger one. The larger one has the sign of positive, so the answer is going to be +3. Is that clear? Guys?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Now, this one, the first bracket here, you don't have any sign in front of it. You don't have any negative in front of it. So you can just remove the bracket and keep it as -6. That is the effect of multiplying by 1. And then the second bracket, there's this negative sign in front, so it has to change the sign in the bracket to now +1. 3. So when you change the sign now, what is the answer? So now you have your $6 and you have $3. What is the answer?
-9.
Yes, sir.
it will be negative 3.
Oh, yeah,
Remember,
negative.
remember now, you have $3 for yourself and you owe $6. Pay them back the $3, you still owe them how much? $3, so it's negative 3. Now, if you're following the rule, what you will do, take away the smaller one from the larger one, you get the difference, which is 3, and you keep the sign of the larger one. The sign of the larger one is negative, so the answer is going to be negative. Is that clear so far, guys?
Yes, sir.
All right, now look at question 3 now. There's no negative sign in front of this bracket, so we can easily remove the bracket and keep the number the same. Now, the second bracket, there's a negative, so the sign in the bracket must change to the opposite, so this becomes negative 3. Now, here we owe somebody $6 and we owe another person $3. So how much we owe in all?
Negative $9.
So that will be negative 9 because we owe $9. Now this one here, question 4, now we're going to keep positive 6 for the first bracket, from the first bracket. And for the second bracket, now we're going to have what? Positive 3. And so this become what? What is
Positive 9.
positive 9? Is that clear to everybody? Raise your hand if you understand what is happening here. All right. All right, let me just do a little temperature check to see if everybody is following what is happening. So let me just skip through these quickly. Skipping through the rules quickly. And I'm going to ask you to do this for me now. Do this one first. Yeah. So you're going to do these now, and then now we go through them together. So do them and write down your answer, quick, students. Just indicate to me when you are finished by raising your hands. All right, guys, go ahead now and begin. Anybody finish yet? Can somebody give me the answer to the first question? What's the answer for this one?
Positive 16, sir.
What's the answer?
Positive 16.
Positive 16. Is it
No, I said 15. As 15, sir. I said
15?
15.
15. Yeah. All right. What about the second one? What's the answer?
-2, sir.
Negative what?
2.
Now notice that the 7 here is a negative. You know, once there is a negative sign in front it is a negative. So you have -7 and you have -5. So it means that you're owing these money. You owe somebody $7, another person $5. So it means that you owe how much?
Oh, yes, sir.
11, sir.
You owe $12. Is that okay? Everybody see that?
-12.
Yes. So that's the answer for that one. What about this one?
Yes, sir.
-22.
-22. What about this one?
Positive 14, sir.
14.
Positive 14. Now, it is okay if you don't want to put the plus sign when you're working with positive. So you don't have to put the plus sign in the answer, because without a sign, we know that the answer should be positive. What about this one here?
-24.
-24. Everybody get negative.
-24.
So this will be -24.
Yes, sir.
What about this one here?
Positive 26.
Positive 26. Everybody get that? Everybody get positive 26? Who is not sure? Remember now, you can use the different rules to add. You can use the commutative rule, the order in which you add numbers don't affect their result. So you could say 6 plus 3 give you what? 9. 9 plus 9 give you 18. And 18 plus 8 give you 26. All right. What about question 7? That's the answer.
-18.
-18. What about question 8? Question 8, guys.
Positive 23.
Positive 23. Anybody get that? Anybody else get that? So you have 6 and 9, 15 plus 5, 20 plus 3, positive 23. All right, let me see the hands who got all of them correct. Let me see the hands who got. You got all of them correct, Miss Lisa?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Miss Waisman Krieger.
Let me see the hands who only get one wrong. The hands are those who get, everybody only get one wrong? Who got two?
Sir. Oh.
All right. All right, good job, guys. So we have some more to practice now. Here we have some more here, so we're going to try these for me now, quickly. Go ahead and do these again, guys. All right, now, Ms. Wilson, I see your hand up.
Sorry about that, sir. It was up for a while now.
Okay, so for question one, what is the answer?
-5, sir.
It's -5. Everybody get that one? All right, question two, what is the answer?
-9.
-9. Question three, it's the answer,
I got +5.
+5. Question four, that's the answer,
+5.
+5. Question 5, what is the answer? What is the answer, guys?
Which
got
one are
one,
you at,
sir.
sir?
Question 5.
Question 5.
-1.
Yes.
I got 1, sir.
-1.
-1. Everybody see why it is -1? You owe $8 and you owe $2, so you now you owe $10 and you have $9 for yourself. So you pay back the $9, you still owe $1. Everybody see that? What about question 6? That's the answer. Anybody? Question 6, what is the answer?
-2, sir.
0.
What you get?
-2, -2.
The answer is 0.
Yes, sir. It's 0,
Oh,
sir.
yes, sir, a 0.
Are we at the wrong?
Question
Oh,
seven.
yeah, sorry about that, sir. Yeah.
Question seven.
I got -4 for that, sir.
Answer I get for question 7, you got one?
-4.
Negative. Anybody else got -4?
Yes, sir.
-4 is the answer. Question 8. What is the answer here? Come guys, the time is going.
Seven, sir.
Anybody else?
+7.
Anybody else got 7? Anybody else got
+7, sir.
huh?
+7.
You get +7.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
All right, so you have -19 and you have +26. 19 from 26 give you 7. +7. All right. Very good, guys. Let me see the answer. Those who get all right. After the correction or before the correction? All right, guys.
After, sir.
I'm open time. I'll give you the test and I'll get all of them right too. Look at these now. Try these for me now. All right, now guys, what is the answer for question 1?
2.
Positive
Two.
or negative?
Positive.
+2. Question 2. Answer for question 2. Guys, I'm waiting. What is the answer here? +3.
3, sir. 3. Oh,
What is the answer for this one?
14. I believe it's +14.
Answer is +14. The answer for this one,
+4.
+4. The answer for this one,
1, sir, positive 1.
And the answer for this one,
Negative 15. Which one? Wait, answer. Let me something. Negative 5, sorry.
the answer for this one,
-5, negative 5.
-5. Or the answer for this one up here,
Positive 16.
positive 16. All right, let me see the answer, those who get all of them correct. All right, very good. All right, let us see if we have any more. Okay. All right, so that would be it for the addition. Now, we want to go back to the rules for multiplication now. So from here, we would have learned the rules for addition, and the rules for addition says if you're adding positive to positive, you get positive. If you're adding negative to negative, you get negative. If you're adding a negative and a positive, or a positive and a negative, you find the difference and put the sign of the larger number. That's what this is saying. The rule for subtraction now, remember now the negative sign changes the sign in the brackets. So when a minus sign is in front, brackets, the signs of all the term inside the brackets are changed to their opposite when the bracket is removed. Now, multiplication rule, you would have met these already. So if we are multiplying two positives, we get a positive. Multiplying a negative times a negative, two negative, we get a positive. If we are multiplying a positive times a negative, we get a what? Negative. Multiplying a negative times a positive, we get negative. So for the two up the top, we see that plus times plus give you plus, minus times minus give you plus. So once you're multiplying like signs, the answer is going to be positive. Any question? Now below the other two, we see that these are two different signs. Unlike signs, when you multiply them, you get negative. All right. Now these rules seem pretty straightforward, but there's a little, what we call a caveat, or a little trick to one of these now. Suppose I'm multiplying negative times negative times negative. What's the sign of the answer?
Positive.
All right, I hear one person say positive. Who else has an answer? Anybody else? Everybody agree with this answer?
Yes, sir.
Let me see the answer, those who are in agreement answer.
Sir,
Yes, Mr. Campbell.
you said negative times negative, give you a positive, and you have one next some after that. So it positive, so it doesn't become positive times negative, right?
All right. So what you're saying then This is what you're saying. This negative times this negative make all of this become positive.
Yes, sir.
And this positive now times this negative give you what?
So that give you a negative, sir.
Give you a negative. So the answer should be what? Negative. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
All right. Look at this.